OpenAI just hit us with a doozy. Today, they introduced their brand new agentic browser called Atlas. Now, an agentic browser means the browser can do things for you, like actually click buttons and collect data and create things. Let me show you some quick stuff I found in Atlas as I've been playing with it for like 20 minutes and I'm like already over the roof. All right, first thing you want to do is learn about it before you download it. Make sure it's for you. So go over to OpenAI. You'll see this introducing Atlas page. Right here on the front, there's a little button you can play. It's a 7-minute article rather than read all of this where they talk you through it. There's also down here on the bottom, there's a live stream that they did today where they explain some of the stuff that you could do. And I had it playing in the background while I was getting my little clean on. But if you press this button here, download for Mac, it will jump over here and then you'll get a chance to go ahead and download Atlas. Now, the first thing you need to know is out the gate, Mac only. They said the Windows and Android versions are coming soon, but out the gate is Mac only. So to download and install this sucker, all you're going to do is download. You're going to drag the file into your application folder, sign in with your Google account or however you set up ChatGPT, and you're good to go. So let me show you what it looks like. Let's pop back over here real quick. So this is Atlas. It's a browser. Now, I told it to import all of my browser history and bookmarks and everything from Chrome. You can also go in and add the ones from Safari. But I just did this real quick because I wanted to play with it. And the thing that makes it different. Now, this first window you see here is really just a ChatGPT window. However, you can even click on the plus button and do things like hit your browser memory, create images, deep research, tab search, the whole 9 yards. But you also now have search, canvas, study tools, things of that nature. But one of the dope ones they have is this sort of agent mode, right? So while you're in agent mode, you could have it go out and do some tasks for you. And it's crazy how well this works. Let me pop back over to my regular setup for a second because I told it to do something crazy. I'm on the way to go to this trip to Japan. So I told it to go to Google Maps and pull up a bunch of places that I have been in Kyoto and make me a list, okay? So let me grab this. I did one for Kyoto and one for Osaka. So let me grab this first one. I'm going to just drag it in and I'm going to attempt to talk about this while I show it to you because it is absolutely bananas how well it worked. I was floored. So let me add this as an animated overlay and I'm going to just put it down here in the corner. Actually, let me embiggen it. Y'all don't need to see my face. Okay, so what it's doing is it says, the chat is here. It says use Google Map history to find places that I visited. Pull those in and create a data set I can pull into Notion. So I'm not doing anything right now. This is just a movie playing back. But notice they give you a place to stop and take control of it if it's doing something that you don't want. I think that's pretty cool. But I'm just letting it go. And it's going through, it's looking at some of these places that I looked up. And it's creating this database. So it says it's compiling the final database. And here's the database over here on the side. And it's round about done doing what it needed to do. So that part was incredible. So then I told it to, I think I told it to go and try to do, oh no, this is me pasting it in the Notion. Okay, yeah, I just recorded myself pasting it in the Notion. But super cool that it worked. The data set just worked. But I was like, cool, let's take that little sucker one step further and go a little bit deeper. So I had it do one more thing. So I had it to do the similar thing for Osaka. Okay, so I went in here and that's my first task. So I'm just about to record myself giving it what to do, right? So it went in, it started doing the same thing. It opened up maps by itself. It starts scrolling. It starts looking at all these things. It's moving around. It's doing the things. It's pulling all the data. It comes in and bam, it makes the list, which I was like, okay, fam, that is absolutely freaking incredible. So let's try one more demo live just so you know that I didn't fake none of this because this blew my mind. Is it perfect? No, it came out today. And of course, the servers are getting hammered because everybody is out here trying. And yesterday, AWS was having a fight with itself. But I think about some of the things that it can pull off that are kind of mind-blowing. Now, let me show you this one. This one is crazy. I recently saw a video on my YouTube that was somebody going through and looking at some of the best cafes to go and check out in Kyoto, especially for breakfast. I was like, bet, I need that list. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Let me show you. Okay, I'm jumping past the part where you can see the video. And I said, pull this video transcript and description and create a database that I can import in the Notion of all the places. I want name, address, hours, Instagram, website, Google Map link. Okay, that's what I asked for. And then I'm gonna just let it play for a second. And there it is. It went and did it. It created it. Now, it took a couple of minutes. I'm speeding this up so you don't have to sit here and watch it. I told it to give me a CSV file. That didn't work. So I said, you know what? Just put it where I can grab it and paste it. It did that. So then I said, well, how about you just make this into a spreadsheet? Well, it did that, and it created the spreadsheet. And I went to go click on one of the links. And yes, it does work. It does go to the IG page. And then I went to go take it to the Google Maps link. And of course, it did it. And I'll go a little bit further. And as I zoom into the map, I'm going to see there is the bakery that I was looking for. So now I can take this data, move it into my little Notion trip planning situation, and it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. You don't need no special prompts, fam. You could just talk to it. But imagine having it take you through to learn how to do something. So let's just try something crazy, okay? So I'm going to go over here to the app. And I'm going to use my voice input because, I can't type. Let's try something. I'm really diving into learning how to use Notion AI. Do a quick crawl around the web and find me a bunch of study materials that I can use to get started with Notion AI. The most important thing I'm looking for is how to properly set up the agents for effective use and how to do multi-agent switching so I can use, say, one agent for writing, one agent for my content creating, and maybe one agent for my travel planning. All right, so I'm gonna let it go. That just Whisperflow typed for me since I can't type. I'm in agent mode, so let's go in. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but let's just let this run and see what it comes out. Now, one of the things that it brings up is, do you want to do this logged in or logged out? I'm going to say logged in because there might be some stuff that I looked up already or it needs to go to a Notion community that I belong to. I'm going to go ahead and let it do that. Again, if you're scared about this stuff, just say logged out. You just won't get as good results, okay? I'm not worried about them knowing that I use a Notion community. So log in or just let it go, and it's thinking. Now, it's starting to do a search. It's looking for multi-agent guides. It's figuring out the best way to help. It's conducting an internet search, focus especially on what I asked it for. Okay, now it moved over. Now it's on the side. It's going to do some tabs, right? It's looking for study materials. And in the bottom, you see it says thinking, it's searching. It gives me an opportunity to take control. Like, it's actually doing this thing. I think this is absolutely incredible, fam. Like, I am mind blown by its capabilities. Like, it is really quite saucy. Now, it's still searching. It's pulling some things up. And it went to the Notion Help Center. It went to Agent OS. That is my boy Simon from Better Creating. It's doing up a personal agent template, which means it's searching the template libraries for Notion. And it's extracting the issues. So it's looks like it's handing the content back off to ChatGPT. And now ChatGPT is working. And now it's crafting a final response. And here is the page. Here is the page that we can use. So like this just built me an official study guide. First of all, the official Notion Help Center makes sense, right? Then it goes to how to set up the personal agents. Bingo, right there. Then it says introducing the Notion blog. And then it says the Help Center Academy, like how to get started, because Notion has something called the Notion Academy, and it's bringing up all these source materials. There is Simon's from Better Creating. We can go to this site. So if I wanted to click it, this is a browser. It takes me right there. But notice it puts itself in the side. So now it's gone through and highlighted what it wanted me to read out of this section. Like, I mean, come on, son. Come on, son. You can hit this little button here to slide it back to the old ChatGPT. This is just way more effective than the way this was working before. And so I could go here and I'm going to go through this thing because I'm about to hit Notion November. And so it's on like Donkey Kong. All right, so let's try something. I'm going to spend the entire month of November honing my Notion skills. craft me a lesson plan that I can use to make sure that I effectively teach myself Notion. Give me a place to check progress and a way to maybe test myself to make sure I'm doing okay. I don't know. Think like a teacher. You figure it out. Bingo. Let's go ahead and let it run. This is so much fun. So it's designing a comprehensive plan. So it's going to plan me a plan for me. Like, listen, this is just cool. I don't know about y'all, but to me, this is cool. And today is the first day. Like, it's going to be better in 2 weeks when they update it or something. Now, I must say this does require a paid plan, either, Plus or Pro. Plus is the $20, Pro is the $200 a month, but it does require that. And boom, here it goes. It's giving me my little plan of action, what to do, your fundamental learning guides, your activities and resources, how to do it self-test. Boom, we're going to get into databases in week 2. And then we're going to do Notion AI and personal agents. Boom. Then we're going to get into automation, templates, and multi-agent workflows. And then I got a little progress tracking situation set up. And then there's some final tips. Now let's try one last thing to see how smart this is. This may or may not work, but let's try. Go into my Notion account and put this on a brand new page. Boom. This may or may not work because I'm not logged into Notion in this new browser, but it would if it worked in my other browser. So it may require me to pause for a second to log into Notion, but let's just see. Let's just see if it kept my login from Chrome when I moved it over. It's confirming the login status right now. Doing some things. It's thinking. All right, that may have broke. I don't see it moving right now. Let me scroll to the bottom. Maybe it needs me to log in. Let me quickly log in and try that task again. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go here because y'all don't need to watch me log in. So I'm going to log in to Notion. Bingo. Continue. Let it do that. This is bananas, fam. This is absolutely bananas. All right. Then we're going to go to, let me just pop up a brand new page. Bingo. All right. Now we're going to go back here and we're going to run that tab again. I logged into Notion for you so you can go ahead and finish the task. I like that it said it's considering how to effectively use my capabilities to complete the task that the user requested. I want to make sure everything is done correctly and thoughtfully so that the user have a smooth experience. Like, it's thinking, bruh. That's crazy. Like, that's absolutely crazy. All right. Now it's going to open Notion again, create the page, add the lesson plan. I'll make sure that everything is set up correctly by checking the current page tabs so that I can work smoothly through the interface. Like, we're watching it teach itself what to do. Boom, there it is. It set up my Notion plan inside of here and everything. Look, it's ensuring that all the content is there. It's saying that the pop-up is preventing from scrolling. So hold on. Let me take control for a second. And then I'm going to close this pop-up. And then I'm going to say resume. So by closing the pop, look, I like the fact that you can stop. If it hits an issue, you can stop and then go back in. And now it's all set up, right? Now it's all set up. And it even gives you the relevant tabs to jump over into this area when you're ready. Like, again, you know what I'm saying, fam? This is just starting. It's only going to get better. Now, I got it. A lot of people are terrified to get into this, but hey, I'm going to play because I could think of a whole bunch of things that I can do when it comes to helping you find the best deals with the shopping, helping you book situations, helping you find tickets for that concert that's hard to get at, scouring the web for the best deals. finding the best recipes based off of what you got in the fridge, teaching yourself how to learn another language, teaching yourself how to play the guitar, the piano, teaching yourself anything. Like, to me, this is cool. So finally, a Agentic browser that kind of sort of works. And again, it's only going to get better. And this is day one. Again, Mac only, and you got to have either a Plus or a Pro account. But I think it's a good start. I played with Perplexity Comet, and it was cute, but it kept running into some hiccups. This is kind of dope. This is kind of dope. Now, I don't know who need to see this, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video I think you should watch. And I agree with him.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk.